Hello everyone and welcome to Sewing Saturdays. My name is Gina and today I'm going to be showing how to make this bag here. So it's like that and like that, and the trick of this bag is you can use this bag in different ways. Of course it has an outside pocket, and but I'm going to show you how to make this bag, and I'm going to show you what you can do with it. You can take this off. Okay, you can close your zipper and you can attach your handles here, alright, and over here, and you can use it that way. You can also use this as a backpack, so you can attach that to there and that to there and use that as a backpack. I'm not attaching them because I decided to use these they're like grommets, they're the snap-on, but they're a little bit too thick and my hardware is too small for it, so I have to order new hardware that will fit on these. They will work in my tabs here, but they will not work on this, so I didn't even sew these on right now, so I'm gonna wait for the hardware. But I'm gonna show you all the instructions to create this bag, and then you can make your own. So then if you want to put it back the other way, the way you had it, you just go like that and you attach your handles. Okay, let's get started with some materials. I know you guys all the time ask me for patterns, written patterns, but unfortunately I don't have the time to write all those instructions because it takes a lot of time and a lot of drawing, and then you have to test that pattern, make sure whatever you write it's gonna make sense for whoever is reading. So for now, unfortunately, I don't have the time. I wish I did have the time, and I wish that's, you know, I could spend all my day doing all this stuff, but unfortunately I can't. So because I have to take care of other things. But I'm going to give you the instructions to make this bag here. I'm going to put this here to the side, and we're going to go through step by step to all the pieces that you're going to need. Okay, so so get a pen and paper. So if you want to write all the pieces that we're going to need, I'm going to be giving you the instructions. So we're going to start this time with the straps. And the straps, I already sewed mine, but what you're going to do for your straps, you're going to start with a piece. Let me get my piece here just to explain. And let me have a look. So you're going to start with a big piece. I cut a strip at 5 inches wide. Then you can do it as long as you want. I only use this strip and I cut it in half for mine, and that's my strap. But if you want it longer, you might need 2 strips. And what are you going to do? You're gonna cut your strip 5 inches. Then you're gonna go and whatever length you want. Then what are you gonna do? You're gonna fold about a 1/2 inch on this side after you cut them, and a 1/2 inch on this side. Then what are you gonna do? You're gonna fold this in half after this is folded in here and pressed, and then you're gonna fold in half and fold in half. Then we're gonna get a piece of stabilizer, interfacing, sorry about that. I used the Pilon product, and it's called Shape Flex, and it's SF101. And what I did is, after I had this folded and this folded here, okay, I cut a strip smaller than this, so about 2 inches wide, And what I did is I iron it here in the middle. So all I want is to have my seam allowance. So the strip is going to be as wide as what I have my strap at. Only a ½ an inch shorter in both sides, and you're going to iron that on. Then you're going to fold like that and sew here and here all the way around, because you already had these folded, so you already end up with the finished edge. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, so I have my straps here, and then I'm gonna need tabs, my little tabs. And for these little tabs, what I did is I cut a little piece, okay, and it was 3 inches by 4.5. And what I did is I did the same thing that we did here. I fold this edge here, and I fold the edge on the other end. I fold in half, and then in half, and then in half. The only difference, I didn't put any interfacing. I actually didn't put any interfacing on my tabs. Then I'm going to be sewing all the way around. See, they already all, because they're folded, all finished. And then I'm going to add my little D-rings. And the D-rings that I have here are 1 inch. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3. I should have 8, because I'm going to be using 8 on this bag, because I'm not going to be using the grommets here that I used here. I'm actually going to be using some of these instead. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to keep these together like that for now. I think I lost my pin. I'm going to put it here in the bag for now to the side until we're ready to sew them. And our next part that we're going to be working now is our backing. So we're going to be needing for her front, for the front of the bag, we're going to need a long piece here, and the piece that we need is 21 by 14. So 21 this way by 14 this way, and this is going to be what I have here that's folded here and here, that goes like that. So it's better, it works better with fabrics that has no directions, because even if we could cut it here and turn the direction, then when you use it as a backpack, it would be upside down. So it's literally this pattern will work better with fabrics that have no direction. So what we're gonna do here, that's the piece for the front, and then we're gonna need these pieces here. Okay, these pieces here, I have them here, and I will be putting a PDF on the description with this shape that you can cut. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna need 4 of these. Okay, so you're gonna cut a strip about 4 inches wide by about, let's see, by 13. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our interfacing, the interfacing that I mentioned before, the SF 101. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna get our shape, and we're gonna trace this 4 times. So we're gonna put one of these pieces in each piece of these. Okay, so you're gonna trace them here on that, then you're gonna iron your strip like this. Okay, then you're gonna put that with your fabric. Okay, to make it easier, instead of you ironing one of these in each piece into 4 pieces, you iron 2 to 1 piece, one on top of the other. Okay, then you're gonna have that and this, so you're gonna go here, put on top of each other like that. Then you're gonna be sewing around your interfacing, okay, because that is gonna eliminate all the bulk on your in your seam. Okay, that's what you're gonna do. So you're gonna do 2 of these, one for the front and one for the back. Okay, So you're gonna need that one there and that one there. So for each one, you're gonna need 2 of those. So we're gonna put that to the side. The next piece that we're gonna be needing is the pocket. Okay, and this is the pocket that I'm gonna attach to this side here. Okay, this one here. So for the pocket, you're gonna be needing for the tab, I'm also gonna provide this template so you can print, and so you're gonna cut it in a piece of fabric. You're gonna cut 2, and you're also gonna use a little bit of interfacing in one of them, and you're gonna cut it shorter, about 1/2 inch away from the edge of your fabric, because we want to eliminate the bulk on our seam. So you're gonna cut that and that, so you have 2 pieces here for my tab. Then I need my pocket, and the piece that I have for the pocket here, I believe is 12 by 7.5. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold this in half. Okay, you're gonna sew here, here, leave an opening here all the way around, then flip it to the right side to make our pocket. Okay, then we need this part here for our bag, this part here that has the zipper, and that you're gonna need 4 pieces. Okay, and I'm also gonna provide you with this shape that I have here for you to cut in your fabric. And so what you can do, you can cut 12 by 21 inches piece, fold it in half, and then just making sure it's correct. Yeah, 21, and that would be 12. So you have your 12, it would be 21 this way and 12 this way. You would fold it in half like that. Okay, you'd fold it in half. Of course here's already cut, but that's what you would do. You would fold that in half. Then you would get the pattern here, says unfold. You would put that on top, and you're gonna trim it. Okay, we're gonna need 4 pieces like that, and 2 of those pieces you're gonna use an interfacing, and the interfacing that I'm using here, again, it's a Pellon product, and it's TP971F. Okay, it's Thermoform Plus. It's fusible to one side, and you're gonna fuse 1 to 2 pieces of this. Okay, so I'm gonna put my pattern here, and so I have 1, 2, 3. I'm missing one. Oh, it's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course we're gonna need a about 24 inches long zipper, or you can use zipper by the yard. All right, and that's probably what I'm gonna be using, and that's for that. Then we still need 1 piece of lining for my inside here, and as you see in here, this piece lining that I have here, I actually have a pocket, but I'm gonna do it on this one that I'm doing here. It's gonna be slightly different. I'm actually gonna use a different pocket, and for that I'm gonna show you. So I would have a piece, that piece there, the sizes that I have here already, it would be the same as your front piece, and it would be 21 by 14. So what are you going to be cutting? It's 2 pieces, 1 for your outside fabric, 1 for your lining, and those 2 pieces is 21 by 14. Okay, so now let's get started with sewing. Oh, let me mention you first on the lining here that I have in here, the one that I did inside. Remember I told you there was a pocket. This one I decided to add a pocket with a zipper. So what I did, I cut, this is about 11 inches piece of fabric, right? I have about an 11 inch piece that I had. And what I did is I got my zipper, and I did it the same way that we did our tablet case. I attached the zipper there, and I did a little piece of fabric on top here. so it would attach the zipper nicely. Because since this sometimes is a backpack, I think having the zipper, you eliminate things to fall in and out. And also here, what I did on my lining, I actually folded my lining here in half. I found my half and I cut a little corner here with the scissors and here, and I attach a piece of fabric here in the middle with a fusible interfacing, the same one that we used on the front, the pillon that we used on the front, the TP 971F, because I want to have more of a base so the bag will stay more stable in the bottom. So I attached that strip there already on my lining. Okay, but these are options. Like the pocket is optional, you don't even have to put a pocket. I just decided that I would like with a pocket with a zipper, so I attached that one there. And this part here is really good if you do that. So I cut about 4 inches strip. I fold about 1/2 inch in each side, and I fused that stabilizer, the interfacing, into the wrong side, and I sew it down. Okay, so this is our lining. So let me put all the stuff here to the side, and we're gonna start sewing. Our first thing that we're gonna sew is our tabs that we have here. Okay. So we're going to be sewing these tabs here. So I have mine here, as I mentioned. I did, I traced my pattern on the interfacing in a strip of fabric. Sorry about that. And so I fused 2 times, 2 pieces of interfacing on top of each other to 1 piece. And now I got another piece here of fabric, so I'm gonna put right sides together, and I'm gonna go ahead and sew around my interfacing all the way around, even down here like that. And I'm gonna be right back. So I'm back. I'm gonna go ahead and trim this with pinking shears. You can use a regular scissors if you don't have one of these, but since I have mine, I'm gonna use them. I try to go not too close to the seam. If you don't have pinking shears, around these curves you're gonna have to cut little like slits. You're gonna have to go with the scissors and trim like that, so you end up with little cuts into the fabric. Just avoid your seam so you don't end up ripping it. Okay, then you're gonna turn this to the right side. Okay, and you're gonna take that to the iron and press it. Okay. There's my 2 pieces. After it's pressed, you're gonna do a top stitch. All the way around here. Okay, and our top is done. Let me turn. So press and top stitch. Okay, now we're gonna prepare our pocket. The outside pocket. So I have my flap here. I'm going to put right sides together. I'm going to put a pin and sew this all the way around. And I'm going to leave a little opening to turn it inside out. Okay, and then this pocket piece that I had here, about 13 by 7.5. I'm going to put right sides together. You're going to sew here about a 1/2 inch in, across here, leave an opening here in the middle, and you're also going to turn it inside out. Okay, and then we're gonna do a top stitch here, and then we're gonna attach that to our bag. So I'm gonna go ahead and do these, and I'll be right back. So I sew my pocket. I forgot to tell you that I rounded the corners at the bottom of my pocket because I like it better rounded. Okay, so what I did is I just folded and I trimmed it. I trimmed it around and then I just sew it. Okay, then you're gonna have to do little clips of your fabric and then take it to the iron and try to be as straight as possible. Straighten up your fabrics. I also did a top stitch there, so I've used those and those. So I'm gonna get my main fabric that I have here. I need to start attaching those. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna find my middle here. So I'm gonna clip it so I know where my middle is, and my middle, and this is the part that's 21 by 14. So I'm gonna get these again. I'm gonna find the middle also, and I'm gonna go here and pin them there, and the same to this side. We also have to put this pocket. You're going to try to crease it a little bit so you know where your middle is. Okay. And also where the pocket. You know, before we do that, we should attach a magnetic snap, because it will be easier to attach now than later. So I'm just gonna go grab one. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have my snap. So I'm gonna go about 1 inch up, right about an inch, right in the middle. Doesn't really matter if it's too far or too, but actually you're gonna try to mark that on the side that you have the interfacing, so because it will hold your magnetic snap a lot better. So about there, that's in my middle. So I'm gonna clip there. I still like to put a little bit of interfacing in the back. through my opening. Put that in there. Then and that there, and pull them away. Okay, very good. Okay, so now we're going to do the same to our pocket. So, but first we have to figure out where we're going to put it. So I'm going to put it here, let's see, about 3 inches down. I'm actually going to move this one for now so I can see better where I'm going to put it. And this is my middle. And if I go about 3 inches down, it's around here. So I'm going to go there and middle of my pocket to middle. Of my bag. All right. Then I'm going to bring this here. Fold that. And I'm going to bring that where I'm going to attach it. So I'm going to go quite close around there. And so even it out with that. And I'm going to mark here where I want my snap to be. And through the bottom here, we're going to do the same thing. Oh, thought I may have missed this. Okay. I'm going to put it there. Going to mark it and mark it. And you're going to go through this opening here. And we're going to cut it. Remember that our pocket wasn't stabilized. We didn't have any interfacing on it. So we're going to have to put a piece behind there. Otherwise your fabric might rip. Okay, so we need to do that. So I bring that out like that. And so now you're going to go ahead, you're going to attach your pocket. Also, you're going to go here, pin it there where it is, fix that, and you're going to do a seam across there. And at the same time is already closing that there. Since you already finished, you just have to go there and do a seam across. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and sew those. This part here, attach my pocket, do that, and I'll be right back. I'm back. This part of the bag is done. Okay. Just remember when you sew here, just go really close to the edge. This is just a holding stitch because we're still gonna sew more things in, and this is just, if you do too much in, then when you do your next seam on top, you might see it, and you don't want that. Okay. So I'm going to put the side now for this part here to the side, and we're going to be working with the part that has the zipper. So that's the pattern that I will provide, and that you're going to cut, unfold. I have here two that has interfacing and two that don't. I'm going to get the two that has one that has interfacing and one that doesn't, and we're gonna start attaching our zipper. So we pull that away, and if you gonna need at least a 24-inch zipper, okay, and or you can use these that's by the yard. I'm gonna actually use this. I'm just gonna cut some always like my zipper slightly bigger than what I'm working on. I'm going to take my poles out. So, right side of the zipper with right side of the fabric, and this one is one of the pieces that has the interfacing. Then you're going to get one piece that doesn't have any interfacing, and you're going to put on top. You're going to use a zipper foot and you're going to do a seam. So what do? You're sandwiching right side of the fabric, right side of the zipper, and right side of the other fabric, and you're going to go ahead, do a seam across. Okay, when you're done that, right, you're going to end up with a piece like this. Okay, this is going to be in the middle sewed. Then you're going to do the same thing to this side. Okay, so then you're going to get these all on right side with right side, and then your right side to your right side. Make sure we even everything out, and you're going to sew that across. Alright, I think we've done enough zippers that you understand the concept. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sew these. I'll be right back. So I'm back. So I sew my zipper, and I already top stitched in both sides. So I had the zipper in between these two sides. So now I'm going to get my scissors, and I'm going to trim this zipper here and this zipper here. Okay, I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna bring my top. Okay, the middle that I had already marked here, I'm gonna make sure it's there, so I need to see it. Okay, right there. So this middle, it's gonna go down. Make sure if this interfacing does catch any little thing around, so just trim everything. Make sure your work is clean. Okay, so we're gonna go here. Okay, we're gonna put that there, and we're gonna separate that lining from there to there, and that other lining from there to there. Like this, because we don't want to sew that. So, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pin this. Okay, so we separate that lining. We don't want to sew that lining. We're just gonna sew to that part there. I'm gonna put a pin here in the middle. Okay, and what I want to do, I want to even that out here. Also, what I forgot to tell you is you should also find the middle this way of this part here and trim it. These circles, if you have, you're gonna fold that in half, bring the zippers together, bring your circle together, and you're gonna mark that middle also. Okay, so let's go back where we were doing. Okay, so we're gonna pin it just to this side. So you're gonna go here, pin, pin, pin. Gonna bring that middle to that middle, and then you're gonna pin this into there like that. And to there. Okay, make sure you put the pins on the same side. I was just not putting the pins on the same side. Okay, do the same thing here. Separate your lining out, bring that middle to the middle of your zipper, pin it, you're going to do also the same to this side. Okay, make sure always not to pin the lining. So you just want that part separated. And that part stays separated and you're just pinning to that. Oops. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing to this side. I'm going to bring that to the middle. And pin like that. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish pinning and sew this all the way around, and I'll be right back. So I'm back. So I sewed that all the way around. The only part I didn't sew here was, as you see here, I didn't sew on top of my zipper yet. So I started sewing here close to the zipper, and I went all the way around to here, this side close to the zipper, and I did the same thing to this side, close, and all the way here to close to the zipper, and I left that still open here. So now we're going to turn this to this side, and we have this part here, that's our lining. So we're going to get our lining here, and we're going to do the same thing. So the only thing that you got to pay attention is, we had a pocket, right? So you want the other pocket to also being side up where the other pocket is. So if we're going to use it as a bag, we want those pockets to be up. Okay, so I'm going to put my pocket to where my other pocket is, the pockets that I touch in here. And again, you're going to find your middle. I already clipped mine here and here and here and here. And we're going to do the same thing here. Okay, we're gonna match that to the zipper, the middle. Ooh, doesn't want to pin. Oh, I have some threads here that need to be trimmed. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna attach this to our lining. All right, so you're gonna pin this all the way. You're gonna match this middle. Of course, I didn't mark this middle here. Let me mark this middle here. Okay, it's my middle. Do the same to this side. There. Okay, and let's get started doing this. So middle, and you know what to do. You're gonna sew a 1/2 inch. You're gonna pin all these into place, and you sew this around. The only thing you're gonna do here, we're gonna leave an opening somewhere here to flip it inside out. Okay, so around here where I don't have the pocket, I'm gonna leave some opening between this bottom piece and here. I'm gonna leave a little opening. Other than that, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna sew that around. I'll be right back. And I'm back. So I sew that there, and because this has a zipper in the middle, it's very difficult to sew these and get close to the zipper. So you sew this from here, from the zipper on, but then that little piece wasn't sewed. After you sew all the way around, and it was the same with the bottom, you know, we couldn't really get too close to the zipper. After you sew everything, then you're gonna go here and you're gonna put a flat, and you're gonna sew, you're gonna join that seam from there to there on top of the zipper. So you end up with a seam there. So you're touching these down like that. All right, and the same thing on this side. So you go from that line to that one there, the seam, from that seam that you were sewing around to that one there, and you're gonna attach there over the zipper. Okay, so they all sew down like that. Okay, now I'm gonna find my opening, and we're gonna try to turn this inside out. Of course, this is kind of bulky, and I didn't leave a very big hole. So when you turn it, you're gonna end up with this all on the wrong side. Then you're gonna go here and open your zippers, and voila. Okay, now you're gonna go here, you're gonna fix all of these, check everything, make sure everything is correct and you caught everything. Zipper's caught. Of course, we're gonna have to go and close this lining here. Okay, and your bag almost done. We just need to attach the hardware. You can also go over here and do a top stitch, but this is very thick, so it might be difficult, so you might want to leave it. It's up to you. If you think you can, you go ahead and do a top stitch. I wouldn't go over the zipper. I would just go from there to there and from there to there. I think on this one I did, this one here I did, but it's kind of difficult because it's thick. You would need a walking foot and a 16 needle, 16 size needle to go through all those layers. All right, so but if we wanna this to fold this way, put it this way. I'm not going to be putting grommets here. Where I'm going to be using these. Okay, I'm going to find my middle here, and I'm going to attach some hardware here. So I'm going to get 4 of these. Let me get a pin. This is what I'm going to do on this one. If you want to attach the grommets, you go right ahead. You can definitely do that. But I'm not going to do on this one. Let me make sure they are even. And make sure they match. Okay, that's going to be like that. And from here to here, you're going to measure about 4 inches. Okay, and you're going to get these ones here. So what I did, I fold and fold. And I'm just going to put it there. So this is what I did. I fold this in half, then I fold that on top, and I'm gonna go ahead and match this side, zippers together. You can go ahead and sew them if you want. I'm only going to be attaching, I'm going to use one of those tools, and I'm going to touch something else. Hold on a second, I'll go grab it. So what I'm going to be attaching on mine is rivets. Okay, so I have some done here, and this is the ones that I'm using. I have the tool here. You're also going to need a mallet, okay, to install them. So I'm going to show you how you do that. So you're going to get a marking pen and you're going to decide where you want it. I think I'm going to put two here, one here, and maybe one here. I think I'm actually going to move these up a little bit so I can have a seam here, kind of separating that there. Alright, so you need something to poke a hole through. Don't make it too big, but it has to be big enough to fit these. The double cap rivets, okay? That's what I'm using. And the size of these are 8 millimeters. Okay? So I do that. So I get one of these that had, if you see, it's like that. So it's good that's nice and tight, so you have less of a chance of this coming out. So it's like that. Then you're gonna get another one that's like, it's like a male female type of thing. That's more flat. That will attach there. Okay, put it like together like that. Then you need a tool, and that's the one I'm using here. Okay. You're going to put that in the bottom. You see the tool has a little indent that will fit that circle part. Then you're going to get one like that, and as you see also has kind of a, like it's not flat, it's kind of, you know, like it would fit that there too. You get that. Then you get the mallet and not a hammer. A hammer will destroy them. And a couple and you're done. Alright, so but I think I'm gonna stop here. I will go ahead and attach all the other ones off camera. So I'm gonna do another one there, and I'm gonna do all the other ones. I'm also gonna do my handles the same way. I'm gonna touch these here, and I'll be right back. So I'm back, and I install all the rivets. There, and there, and now is how you can use your bag. So you have a little bit of options. You can close your zipper and use it like this. You put your strap here and use it as a backpack. So if I put it like this and like that, I can use it as a backpack. And will look like that. Then you can take the strap off, fold it. Okay, so I'm folding, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put here and here, and then there. Then I can use that as a bag like that. So there's your second option. Your other option, and this is part of the reason that I use, when I did my zipper, I try to do a double zipper, because I want to be able to, when I open a little bit, you know, when I use it as a clothes bag, I have the option. This is my top. I have my option of just opening a little bit. Okay. Also, you can open your zippers like this. Take the straps off, and this is why I added these in. Okay, let's have a look. You're gonna go like this and like this. You're gonna bring them together you're gonna fold it, so now you have a different style bag, and all you have to do is pin the strap to both of these, so this one and this one. All right, and I think this is, you can use it like that. Do the same to this one here. Right, then you can use it like this. And if you want to use, because I have my two zippers here, if you want to use this as a closure, you can get some kind of decoration with a little clip and pin the two zipper tabs together, and then you have a little closure in your bag in the middle, so your bag stays more closed, so like that. All right, so it gives you a different style. You also can just drop, take your handles again, let this one fold, and just pin it on this one. Then you have a different look again. All right, then your bag will look like this. All right, so a lot of options that you can, how you can use your bag. I hope you like this project. Also, I want to let you know, like this one here, as you see, I use a heavier interfacing. When I show you this one here, that was my first sample when I was playing and trying the bag, what I was making and making changes. I didn't use any interfacing on these, so it's more floppy. So you see it's more floppy. And I just need to get my other hardware so I can actually, that I will be able to use my grommets there. If you use just standard grommets, this hardware probably could work, but the ones that I've used, these heavy duty ones, it will not work, so I need different clips that the hook is bigger. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this project. We'll see you next Saturday. Happy sewing, everyone.